Hey guys, good morning guys. I'm Prayers Obuki. It's your boy again. Welcome to this YouTube channel this morning. I want to talk about the five tips for creating creating a multiple streams of income. 5 tips for creating multiple streams of income. One of them is monetize your talent and skills. Monetize your talent and skills. Robot and AI will replace some of the work in the nearest future. You can't be replaced. You have God-given talent. Sharpen your gift and develop your talent. One of the multiple streams of income you can engage in is your talent and your gift, because nobody is giftless. When God created everybody, He created us with a talent, with vision, with talent. For example, there are people who are MC today, there are people who are comedians, there are people who are teachers, there are people who are lecturers, there are people who are leaders, there are people who are speakers. They have developed their gift, and now they are deploying that particular gift that they have developed over time. So first of all, in increasing your multiple streams of income, you must develop your gift. For example, today, Ronaldo today, he has developed his gift. Now he's having to do what people are celebrating him today, but they never knew the process he went through. So first of all, you must develop your gift. You must develop your talent. If you are someone that is gifted with maybe voice, gifted with, you are a musician, you must sharpen your gift. You must refine your gift alone, because nobody see the process. They only see the outcome. They only see the results. Most of the people you celebrate in the world today, they never started where they are today. They started in somewhere, maybe in poor background. Maybe they came from a very poor background. So first of all, you must sharpen your gift, sharpen your God-given talent, refine your gift. For example, one of the resources God bless Nigeria with today is crude oil. And you know that crude oil is useless without being refined. Until you refine crude oil is cloudy, is useless, is like the smelling paste. But after you have refined it, you have you have gasoline, you have kerosene, you have petrol, you have all of these things are embedded in the crude oil. But until it is refined, nothing can be useful. There is nothing useful in it. But until even the road we are doing today, it is the waste that we used to do road today. So you have to refine your gift so that your multiple streams of income can increase. Secondly, create product to serve online. People can book appointments online. You can write book. You can create a course. You can advertise your product on your social media. Now you can create a product. For example, that your talent, now you can turn it to products that you can be able to sell. You can create a product, sell it online. Maybe, for example, the YouTube I'm using today, now you can create a YouTube channel. Although it may take time for it to grow, because it can never just grow suddenly. It takes time. It takes learning. As you grow, everything will grow. So you must sell your products online, have a social media platform, automate what you are doing, write a book, automate everything you are doing, because the fourth and fifth industrial revolution are already approaching. So refine your gift, like write books, write children's book, anything you can do that you know that yes, I'm gifted and talented on, write it, put it online, automate what you are doing. Someone once said that if you are not making money while sleeping, you have not started. If you are not making money while sleeping, you have not yet started. So you must be making money while sleeping. Most of the richest men in the world today, for example, Bill Gates, Warren Buffett, Elon Musk, those people are no longer, if they decide to stop working for maybe 10 years, they will not go broke, but they will never stop working, because they know that the more you learn, the more you earn. Your learning capacity is determined by your earning capacity. The more you know, the more you earn. That is why money is a product of learning. What you learn is what you earn. If your earning is limited, it's because your learning, there is something in your understanding that is limited, not really the money that you are earning. It's your understanding that is limited towards money. Because money is not really the paper. I'll do another series on this. Money is not really the paper. Money is beyond the paper. Although the paper is the outcome. The paper is the by result, is the outcome, it's the output. Real money is an idea. That is why one of the richest man that ever walked this earth, one of the wisest man that ever walked this earth, when he met God in a dream, God asked him, "What do you want, my son?" He said, "Lord, give me wisdom, give me understanding, give me discernment so that I can judge your people rightly, because these your people are very great." Look at what he asked for. He never asked for riches. He never asked for his enemy's life. But God gave him wealth, wisdom, in abundance. He even gave him what he never asked for. You see now, so because he knew that wisdom, that's why wisdom in the book of Proverbs said, "Seek for me, long life is in me, prosperity is in me." But we will always seek for the physical thing instead of trivializing and disguising wisdom, that no, wisdom is not important. But yet, knowledge and appropriate application of wisdom is what derived money, is what we derive money from. Most of the richest man you see today, they are not wealthy because there was a story I heard about this man a few days ago. They said he's reading about one book every day. One of Elon Musk's brother, he said he's reading one book every day. One book a day. You see now, so all the result, the outcome you are saying is a product of something that comes from idea. They came from idea. They came from idea. If you know more, you will do more. There is something we call knowing, doing gap, doing, having gap, and having and sustaining gap. You know before you do. After you have know, then you do. After you have do, then you have. After having, then you sustain. Then you maintain, then you increase, you multiply. That's how it is. You never start by, but most of us want to have first before we can become, and it doesn't work that way. There was a guy in the Bible that came to Jesus, Nicodemus. He said, "Jesus, I want to give my life to you. What can I do to enter the kingdom of God?" But Jesus said, "No, you have to become to enter the kingdom of God. It's not about doing, it's about becoming before you can do. Becoming is greater than doing. Your evolution and your transformation is greater than doing. When you have become, then you cannot do. Because you're becoming, every millionaire you see today in the world, they became billionaire because you have to become wealthy to attract wealth. You have to become riches to attract riches. Going to real estate, going to production management company, anything you are going to, you have to learn. That is why when you want to become a doctor, when you want to be a doctor, first thing you do, you don't have to, you will not just go to hospital and just put on the BP checker, just put everything and say you are done. No, what will you do? You will go to school. You will go and acquire the relevant knowledge commensurate to the profession you are going to. Then after some time, you will not become the doctor. You will not come back and say, "Now I'm an engineer, now I'm a doctor." Why? Because you have became the doctor you were seeking for. So that's how it is. Why are you now looking for money and seeking for the physical money instead of becoming money conscious? Because it's awareness. It's all about awareness. It's all about the knowledge. It's all about the understanding. When you understand what you are doing, when you have the awareness of what you are doing, everything will come. Because money, like poverty, poor, for example, is an acronym of passing over opportunity repeatedly. Not seeing opportunity repeatedly, passing over opportunity repeatedly. That is the POOR. Passing over opportunity repeatedly. Why are we passing over opportunity repeatedly? It's because we are not conscious of the opportunity. Why are we not conscious of the opportunity? Because we have not trained ourselves to see the opportunity. Because opportunity is not detected by our physical eyes. It is detected by our mind. You cannot see beyond your mental capacity. There was if you relocation without mental transformation will result in devastation, because relocation is if you relocate without transformation. There are people today who went from Nigeria, who relocated from Nigeria to outside country, maybe overseas, and yet they are doing caregiver, they are doing PhD with their education. They are doing. I'm not being sarcastic. But yet, look at the job they are doing in overseas. I'm not derogating them, but that's the job they are doing. But they have PhD. Why? Their mindset is backward. They are still thinking slavery. They are still thinking enslavement. Like their mindset is still backward. That is why it is very good when you are changing location. You should also transform your mind, because if you don't transform your mind, irrespective of the location you go, irrespective of the country, you will always see hardship, because your mind, you see hardship by your you will always see hardship. Even though America today is one of the richest countries in the world, United States of America, where most of the billionaires, most of the products are coming from. Apple, Ford, Tesla, all these products, Facebook, all these Microsoft, all of these products are coming from America. But yeah, there are still people who are poor in America today. Nigeria is bad, Nigeria is bad. There are people who are poor in Nigeria today. There are also billionaires in Nigeria. It depends on the way you are seeing the world. The world is not really the way they are. You are seeing the world based on who you are. And if you are poor, you will see the world in a poor perspective. If you are rich, you will see the world in a rich perspective. That's why if maybe a crisis occurs in a country, in this particular nation, for example, this Nigeria, if maybe poor person see that same particular crisis, you will see obstacles, say, I'm finished, we are all gone, look at the poverty, look at the hunger. But if a rich person see that the same particular crisis, he will see different things. Why? Because his mindset is not like he want to solve the problem. And in the process of solving the problem, money will flow. Because money is value. Money flow in exchange for value. Money flow in product and services. What is value? Answering question, meeting need and solving problem. What are the problems you can solve in your nation? What are the problems you can solve in your community? What are the problems you can solve? If you are a student, you can solve for your fellow student. What are the problems you are seeing in the nation? What are the problems you are seeing in your society that you can solve? That is yet unsolved. Secondly, what are the questions you can answer? What are the questions you know that yes, I have to answer the question? And in the process of answering that question, answer a particular question, money will flow. Because people pay you for the exchange, in exchange for value. Money flow in exchange for value. If you don't have, there is a lot of economics. If money doesn't flow from you, if value never flow from you, money will never flow to you. You see now, money is a product of value. Ask you question, meeting needs. What are the needs you can meet? What are the basic needs you can meet? What are the toothpaste? What are the basic needs that people need daily? Because their toothpaste, their soap, their powder, a lot of things that you can come up with. Yes, this is my product, and merchandise it, and money will flow in exchange for value. That's how it is. If you solve problem, you will be rewarded with money. That's why you don't have to be seeking for money alone. Seek for the idea, seek for the value that is embedded. Like if you are solving the problem, money will flow. That's how it is. Sorry to divert, sorry to digress, because that was not really my topic. I digress. So number 3, stream of income you can create. Become a speaker. Stream of income. Number 3, help people to solve problem and share your perspective. Talk about the topic that will change the life on social media. Become a speaker. Problem you can solve. Become a speaker. By speaking, communicate to people your idea, because the more you share your knowledge, the more your knowledge increase. Because if you cannot communicate what you know, you don't know anything yet. So you must communicate what you have known, what you have learned for some time. You must communicate it. Speak to people. Speak to people who are in problems. Solve problem from people by speaking to them on social media. If you are a coach, be a coach. If you are a mentor, be a mentor to people. Be a corporate leader, be a corporate coach that will be coaching corporate organization. That is how it is. Become a speaker. Because by becoming a speaker, you can also create which is your talent, develop it, serve it on social media. All these things, you can do it at once. But not by wasting your time, just by automating everything. Speaking and putting it online. For example, this YouTube I'm doing now. I spend only at least 1 hour on YouTube every day. Only at least 1 hour 30 minutes, or maybe 1 hour 30 minutes on YouTube every day. I'm not wasting my time. There are things I'm doing, there are other things I'm reading, there are things I'm studying. That's how it is. You don't have to waste your time in one particular stream of income or particular work. Number 4, become a coach. I think I just said it. Coach entrepreneur, coach career people, coach people in finance, coach people in executive. I've said it all. You have to become a coach. Who are the people that you become a teacher? Who are the people you can teach? Who are the people you can coach? Which company can you coach? Which corporate executive you can coach? You can coach them to manage, to lead, teach them leadership. Well, what are the people you can coach? Coach entrepreneurs, because there are entrepreneurs today that are looking for coaches, that are looking for people to solve their problem. You think entrepreneur is easy? It's not really easy. You face a lot of problems daily. You must know how to manage people, how to lead people, People is the worst thing to lead. If you can manage people by the wisdom of, you can lead people effectively, your company will move forward. Because the people determine the product, the people determine the customer. Because the people are the ones that are treating the customer, that the people are the ones that are serving the customer for you. So that's why you have to treat them right, pay them in proportionate to their work, in resonance with their work, with their productivity, with their value, with what they have offered. Who are the people you can coach, you can teach? If you want to have an application in schooling or teaching, you can teach. Automate what you are doing. As you are teaching, as you are coaching, you also post it online so that people can also learn from what you are doing. Then lastly is invest in someone's idea and business. Probably you know someone who have idea but no money to execute. What are the last thing you can do by increasing your increasing your financial income? Invest in someone's idea. There are people who have a massive idea, but yet they don't have the physical material, the physical resources to engage in it, to execute it, to implement them. So what can you do? You can invest your money on the idea. You can invest your money on the idea so that you people will share the money, the income, the dividends from the idea. And your money will just be working for you legitimately without you necessarily contributing. That's how it is. Invest your money on people's idea. Mark Zuckerberg today there was a story I heard about him yesterday, a few days ago. They said he don't even have up to 50% of the Facebook, but yet he's the founder, he's the owner, but the shares inside, he only have about 30% or 20% thereabout inside. You see that there are people who own 10%, 1%, and here they are billionaires. That's why one of my mentors said it's better to own 1% of a billion than to own 50,000 alone. Than to own 100% of 50,000 or 100% of 50,000. Own 1% of a billion naira. You already have, I think it's about 1 million naira. If I don't mistake, 1 million or 10 million naira. You see now that's how it is. That's how it is. That to own 50,000 by your own self, thinking that I'm the manager of the company, I'm the leader, I'm the owner. Yet you are not growing. Instead of you to partner, what idea can you bring? What idea Mr. A can bring? What idea Mr. B can bring? As you continue to grow, everything will evolve, everything will transform. Your product will go outside the nation. Because I've said it before over and over and again. If you cannot go, if your mindset cannot transfer, if your mind cannot go global, your product cannot go global. Relocation without mental transformation will result in devastation. Thank you very much for watching this video. Subscribe to this YouTube channel. I'm very grateful. Thank you very much for watching this video to this extent. Like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you very much.